Beta. Hi. I'm Coach, your AI-powered learning assistant. Looking for simple explanations, real-world. This module teaches the basics of Python and begins by exploring some of the different data types such as integers, real numbers, and strings. Continue with the module and learn how to use expressions in mathematical operations, store values in variables, and the many different ways to manipulate strings.
Hello, I'm Joseph, and I will be your instructor for this course. You made the right choice. If there is just one programming language I had to learn for data science and AI, it would unquestionably be Python. The best part is Python is super easy to learn and is often one of the first languages people turn to when trying to learn. Hello, I'm Joseph, and I will be your instructor for this course. You made the right choice. If there is just one programming language I had to learn for data science and AI, it would unquestionably be Python. The best part is Python is super easy to learn and is often one of the first languages people turn to when trying to learn to code. Python is very powerful. It has a huge ecosystem of libraries that will help you get the most complex things done with just a few lines of code. Python is great from everything from data analysis, web scraping, to working with big data, finance, computer vision, natural language processing, machine learning, deep learning, and much more. Python can do anything you can throw at it. This course is designed for beginners, but if you know how to program, you can also take this course and quickly learn Python. In Module 1, you will learn Python basics, including types, expressions, variables, and string operations. In Module 2, you will cover Python data structures, including lists, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. In Module 3, I will teach you Python programming fundamentals such as conditions, branching, loops, functions, and objects and classes. In Module 4, I will teach you how to work with data, including loading data with Python's built-in functions, using popular libraries such as Numpy and Pandas, followed by application programming interfaces, or APIs for short. You will apply what you learned by doing projects using real-world data sets. If you have any questions or require clarification, feel free to post on the course discussion forum. Good luck and happy learning.
About this course. This course was designed to provide the building blocks for Python programming and data collection for those choosing a career in data science, data engineering, AI, or application development. Initially conceived as a foundation course for data science and AI, it has been refreshed several times to keep pace with emerging career options. Additional content has been added which is applicable to data science, data engineering, AI, or application development. After completing this course, you will have learned foundational skills in Python programming which you can then go on to apply in the Python project course for your chosen career. The Python project courses involve real-world scenarios where you are in charge of a final project as a data scientist, a data engineer, or in AI and application development. By finishing this course and your follow-on Python project, you will gain the basic skills to continue the steps on your chosen career path. Note, this course is a prerequisite for the Python project courses and should be completed in full before attempting the appropriate Python project course. Go to next item. Course overview. Welcome to the Python for Data Science, AI, and Development course. After completing this course, you'll possess the basic knowledge of Python and acquire a good understanding of different data types. You'll also learn to use lists and tuples, dictionaries, and Python sets. Additionally, you'll acquire the concepts of condition and branching and will know how to implement loops, create functions, perform exception handling, and create objects. Furthermore, you'll be proficient in reading and writing files and will be able to implement unique ways to collect data using APIs and web scraping. In addition to the module labs, you'll prove your skills in a peer-graded project and your overall knowledge with the final quiz. Course content. The course contains a variety of learning assets, videos, activities, labs, projects, practice, graded quizzes, and reading. Enjoy the course. Go to
Welcome to Introduction to Python. After watching this video, you will be able to identify the users of Python, list the benefits of using Python, and describe the diversity and inclusion efforts of the Python community. Python is a powerhouse of a language. It is the most widely used and most popular programming language used in the data science industry. According to the 2019 Kaggle Data Science and Machine Learning Survey, 3/4 of the over 10,000 respondents worldwide reported that they use Python regularly. Glassdoor reported that in 2019, more than 75% of data science positions listed included Python in their job descriptions. When asked which language an aspiring data scientist should learn first, most data scientists say Python. Let's start with the people who use Python. If you already know how to program, then Python is great for you because it uses clear and readable syntax. You can develop the same programs from other languages with lesser code using Python. For beginners, Python is a good language to start with because of the huge global community and wealth of documentation. Several different surveys done in 2019 established that over 80% of data professionals use Python worldwide. Python is useful in many areas, including data science, AI and machine learning, web development, and Internet of Things or IoT devices like the Raspberry Pi. Large organizations that heavily use Python include IBM, Wikipedia, Google, Yahoo, CERN, NASA, Facebook, Amazon, Instagram, Spotify, and Reddit. Python is widely supported by a global community and shepherded by the Python Software Foundation. Python is a high-level, general-purpose programming language that can be applied to many different classes of problems. It has a large, standard library that provides tools suited to many different tasks, including but not limited to databases, automation, web scraping, text processing, image processing, machine learning, and data analytics. For data science, you can use Python's scientific computing libraries like Pandas, Numpy, SciPy, and Matplotlib. For artificial intelligence, it has TensorFlow, PyTorch, Keras, and scikit-learn. Python can also be used for natural language processing, or NLP, using the Natural Language Toolkit, or NLTK. Another great selling point for Python is that the Python community has a well-documented history of paving the way for diversity and inclusion efforts in the tech industry as a whole. The Python language has a code of conduct executed by the Python Software Foundation that seeks to ensure safety and inclusion for all in both online and in-person Python communities. Communities like PyLadies seek to create spaces for people interested in learning Python in safe and inclusive environments. PyLadies is an international mentorship group with a focus on helping more women become active participants and leaders in the Python open source community. In this video, you learned that Python uses clear and readable syntax. Python has a huge global community and a wealth of documentation. For data science, you can use Python's scientific computing libraries like Pandas, Numpy, SciPy, and Matplotlib. Python can also be used for natural language processing, or NLP, using the Natural Language Toolkit, or NLTK. And the Python community has a well-documented history of paving the way for diversity and inclusion efforts in the tech industry as a whole.
Introduction to Jupyter. Jupyter is a freely available web application that enables creation and sharing of documents containing equations, live coding, visualizations, and narrative text. Jupyter provides an interactive computing environment that supports multiple programming languages, including Python, R, Julia, and more, but it shines brightest when used with Python. Jupyter revolves around notebooks, documents containing a mix of code, visualizations, narrative text, equations, and multimedia content. These notebooks allow users to create, share, and collaborate on computational projects seamlessly. Why Jupyter? Jupyter's popularity stems from its flexibility and ease of use. Regardless of your level of programming expertise, whether you're an experienced coder or embarking on your data science journey, Jupyter offers an intuitive platform for writing, testing, and sharing code. Its interactive interface enables data exploration, algorithm experimentation, and result visualization, all seamlessly integrated within a unified environment. Key features of Jupyter. Here are some key features and advantages of Jupyter. Interactive computing. Jupyter Notebooks enable users to write and execute code interactively. This means you can run code cells individually and see the output immediately, fostering an iterative approach to coding and experimentation. Support for multiple languages. While Jupyter was initially developed for Python, hence the name, which stands for Julia, Python, and R, it now supports various programming languages through its kernel system. This flexibility makes Jupyter suitable for various computational tasks and interdisciplinary collaboration. Rich output. Jupyter Notebooks support rich media integration, allowing users to generate interactive plots, charts, images, videos, and more directly within the document. This makes visualizing data, communicating findings, and creating compelling narratives easier. Integration with data science libraries. Jupyter seamlessly integrates with popular libraries and frameworks used in the data science ecosystem, such as NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, scikit-learn, TensorFlow, and PyTorch. This allows users to leverage the full power of these tools within the notebook environment for tasks like data manipulation, visualization, machine learning, and deep learning. Collaboration and sharing. Jupyter promotes collaboration and reproducibility by allowing users to share their notebooks with others via email, GitHub, or the Jupyter Notebook Viewer. This facilitates knowledge sharing, peer review, and interdisciplinary collaboration, as users can easily exchange ideas, code snippets, and best practices. Jupyter in data science. Jupyter has become an indispensable tool for researchers, analysts, and developers in data science. Its seamless integration with popular libraries such as NumPy, Pandas, and scikit-learn makes it the go-to choice for data manipulation, analysis, and machine learning. Jupyter provides a user-friendly interface, interactive capabilities, and robust collaboration features, making it an essential tool for anyone involved in data analysis, scientific research, education, or software development. Whether you're exploring data, building machine learning models, teaching a class, or conducting research, Jupyter empowers you to work more efficiently and share your insights with others. Getting started with Jupyter. Now that you can glimpse what Jupyter offers, it's time to dive in and experience its capabilities firsthand. Our Getting Started with Jupyter video will walk you through the basics of setting up and using Jupyter, empowering you to unleash the full potential of Python and embark on your data science journey with confidence. So, let's jump into the world of Jupyter and unlock a world of possibilities in Python and data science.
Welcome to Getting Started with Jupyter. After watching this video, you will be able to describe how to run, insert, and delete a cell in a notebook, work with multiple notebooks, present the notebook, and shut down the notebook session. In the lab session of this module, you can launch a notebook using the Skills Network virtual environment. After selecting the checkbox, click the Open Tool tab, and the environment will open the Jupyter Lab. Here you see the open notebook. On opening the notebook, you can change the name of the notebook. Click File, Then click Rename Notebook to give the required name, and you can now start working on your new notebook. In the new notebook, print Hello World. Then click the Run button to show that the environment is giving the correct output. On the main menu bar at the top, click Run. In the drop-down menu, click Run Selected Cells to run the current highlighted cells. Alternatively, you can use a shortcut by pressing Shift plus Enter. In case you have multiple code cells, click Run All Cells to run the code in all the cells. You can add code by inserting a new cell. To add a new cell, simply click the plus symbol in the toolbar. You can also delete a cell. Highlight the cell and on the main menu bar, click Edit and then click Delete Cells. Alternatively, you can use a shortcut by pressing D twice on the highlighted cell. And you can also move the cells up or down as required. So now you have learned to work with a single notebook. Next, let's learn how to work with multiple notebooks. Click the plus button on the toolbar and select the file you want to open. Another notebook will open. Alternatively, you can click File on the menu bar and click Open a new launcher or Open a new notebook. And once you open the new file, you can move them around. For example, as shown, you can place the notebooks side by side. On one notebook, you can assign variable 1 to the number 1 and variable 2 to the number 2. And then you can print the result of adding the numbers 1 and 2. As a data scientist, it is important to communicate your results. Jupyter supports presenting results directly from the notebooks. You can create a markdown to add titles and text descriptions to help with the flow of the presentation. To add markdown, click Code and select Markdown. You can create line plots and convert each cell and output into a slide or subslide in the form of a presentation. The slides functionality in Jupyter allows you to deliver code, visualization, text, and outputs of the executed code as part of a project. Now, when you have completed working with your notebook or notebooks, you can shut them down. Shutting down notebooks release their memory. Click the stop icon on the sidebar. It is the second icon from the top. You can terminate all sessions at once or shut them down individually. And after you shut down the notebook session, you will see no kernel at the top right. This confirms it is no longer active and you can now close the tabs. In this video, you learned how to run, delete, and insert a code cell, run multiple notebooks at the same time, present a notebook using a combination of Markdown and code cells, and shut down your notebook sessions after you have completed your work.
A type is how Python represents different types of data. In this video, we will discuss some widely used types in Python. You can have different types in Python. They can be integers like 11, real numbers like 21.213. They can even be words. Integers, real numbers, and words can be expressed as different data types. The following chart summarizes 3 data types for the last examples. The first column indicates the expression. The second column indicates the data type. We can see the actual data type in Python by using the type command. We can have int, which stands for an integer, and float, that stands for float, essentially a real number. The type string is a sequence of characters. Here are some integers. Integers can be negative or positive. It should be noted that there is a finite range of integers, but it is quite large. Floats are real numbers. They include the integers but also numbers in between the integers. Consider the numbers between 0 and 1. We can select numbers in between them. These numbers are floats. Similarly, consider the numbers between 0.5 and 0.6 that stands for float, essentially a real number. The type string is a sequence of characters. Here are some integers. Integers can be negative or positive. It should be noted that there is a finite range of integers, but it is quite large. Floats are real numbers. They include the integers but also numbers in between the integers. Consider the numbers between 0 and 1. We can select numbers in between them. These numbers are floats. Similarly, consider the numbers between 0.5 and 0.6. We can select numbers in between them. These are floats as well. We can continue the process, zooming in for different numbers. Of course, there is a limit, but it is quite small. You can change the type of the expression in Python. This is called typecasting. You can convert an int to a float. For example, you can convert or cast the integer 2 to a float 2. Nothing really changes. If you cast a float to an integer, you must be careful. For example, if you cast the float 1.1 to 1, you will lose some information. If a string contains an integer value, you can convert it to int. If we convert a string that contains a non-integer value, we get an error. Check out more examples in the lab. You can convert an int to a string, or a float to a string. Boolean is another important type in Python. A Boolean can take on 2 values. The first value is true. Just remember we use an uppercase T. Boolean values can also be false, with an uppercase F. Using the type command on a Boolean value, we obtain the term bool. This is short for Boolean. If we cast a Boolean true to an integer or float, we will get a 1. If we cast a Boolean false to an integer or float, we get a 0. If you cast a 1 to a Boolean, you get a true. Similarly, if you cast a 0 to a Boolean, you get a false. Check the labs for more examples or check python.org for other kinds of types in Python.